I can put the tournament page back up a little bit easier for you guys, perhaps. So, banned ships are Nevsky, Schlieffen, Vermont, Napoli. Banned maps are Faroe Islands, so Lego, I immediately have a problem with that. Yeah. These guys want to get started, so I have a feeling we're going to get into this game pretty darn quick. So about the teams. We haven't looked at Lego yet, right? So Lego. We saw USPS earlier, but we'll repeat that again for you guys. So Lego is from America, 2022 is when they started, and their goals, they are an establishment of independent USCIS state. Okay. And apparently they've got some interesting names to it. I am his Torp Shield Revenge. That's right, I am. I don't really care if I win or not because I think I get my third container already if I haven't already had it. I get my weekly mission done too, so whatever. I recognize Zulu the Scrub. I've done some of his replays on my channel. Zekis I recognize. Agent Tangerines I kind of recognize. Okie dokie. Opposing them in the playoffs is USPS, United States Postal Service. They are inside your walls since 2018. And their goals are to eat all the asbestos. Made up mostly of players from Bonks, however, one from Grass, one from SCCC. There you have it. You're doing great. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Recognize Optical, Bowser, Dyer, Embedded Bear, D-Squarius, and Addy. Being asked if I'm ready, I'm telling him I'm good. We should be bringing you guys this match momentarily. On. Start. Okay. We have begun, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Oh, right. I might need to use my reversed spawn screen now. Well, we don't have to worry about that yet. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our first look at the playoffs for North America, the first ever iteration of King of the Sea Trident Trials. Lego, which we haven't seen yet, skyrocketed to the top of their group. They've got a Kleber Tournament Edition, another Kleber Tournament Edition, a Petropavlovsk, 2 Odin Tournament Editions, and finally an Ohio with a whole bunch of stuff, but doesn't care about secondaries. The secondaries are lava for the Ohio. Opposing them to the south is USPS. They have 4 Klebers, 2 regular Klebers, and 2 Tournament Edition Klebers with a range, range Petropavlovsk, and a Kremlin with unique upgrade to back them up. Now, they're sending Optical X to the C cap, get the quote-unquote free cap right away, nice and easy, and then they're going to send the rest of their beef to the A cap. So it looks to me like USPS is going to deliver the mail at A cap. Estuary, the sneaky middle map, neighbors the big flank, and riposte is a brawling map. Abso-freaking-lutely yes. This is quarterfinals group 3, so this would be winners bracket 1.3, I guess we'll call it. I don't know. Quarterfinals number 3, whatever. Did I say somebody banned Nevsky? As a reminder, the banned ships are Alexander Nevsky, Vermont, Schlieffen, and Napoli. For those of you guys just tuning in, the Tournament Edition ships are very unique. They get extra stuff and things. For example, a combat instructions enabled main battery reload booster, a choice between smoke or a heal. This is a special exhaust smoke generator. They also get torpedo reload booster. Their torpedoes reach out to 12 kilometers instead of the standard 8. And their gun range sucks. Which, can we see here? Yeah. Where is it? Firing range, 11.8. Quite low. Giveaway is up in chat, guys. You got 5 minutes to enter the giveaway at this point, thanks to the 5-minute delay. If you're watching on YouTube, Rumble Kick, get over to twitch.tv/Lord_Zath. Follow, which is the heart button, and type something in chat. Lego dropping a whole bunch of torpedoes early. Zulu detected using his hydro and sitting still. Maybe he's thinking that their vision is attracted to movement, like T-Rex's. Well, he's moving now, so they've definitely seen him now. And I kind of feel like, yeah, that's a dead Zulu the Scrub. Ouch. First blood very early in this game. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's almost ranked battles timing. But that's the power of putting all your beef in one spot. Overwhelm the enemy and just wreck them. The Squarius is set in a position to back into the cap. He is quite unhealthy, and remember, this is a regular clipper. He does not get a heal. Not too much else to comment on as we see the Kleber's trying to wrap around. You can see a radio location informed torpedo salvo. Oh, on top of all that stuff, the Kleber TE also gets reload booster for torpedoes, because why not? And it gets this like 7-kilometer hydro, right? But it only lasts for 24 seconds. So... But because Kleber has better concealment, 6.7 kilometer, it can actually stealth hydro. Wild. Very wild. The Squarius gonna try to grab this cap. He got on radar and he gets the cap just as the shells come in. Where's Puddin'? I have no idea. He said he had things to do today. Wasn't quite sure. He'd let me know, and he never let me know. So the official answer is Puddin' went for some cigarettes. Two Odins hanging out. Totally used to seeing that. Seen that a lot today. Oof. USPS maybe have overpushed their Kleber 1-for-1 gaming detected now. Really don't think this was necessary. But that's what happens when the Kleber Tournament Edition has better concealment than the standard Kleber. Look at all the torpedoes that Addy is vomiting out on the Petro. Yuck. Good luck with that. Ohio shells coming into the Kleber? Nothing. It's a game thing. Moving forward, the Petro. Good use of his hydro there. Addy firing his final torpedoes. See, after watching what It's a Game thing does with his Petro, he's going to take one on the bow. That forces out the DCP and the flood. You will probably get a full flood after that. As on the other side of the map, Tangerines and Light the Beam have moved into the sea cap and are facing off against Embedded Bear 97's Kremlin and Bowser's Petro that are both in a kiting away position. It's a Game thing narrowly dodges torpedoes again. And I gotta say, I'm getting a feeling like LEGO has the better board position for right now. How it feels to me. What do you guys think? Ah, they've put Addy up in the front there, so if he runs into the other Kleber tournament edition, they spot each other at the same exact time. Smart decision making there. Are we about to see a Kleber YOLO? The Square just fired off some torpedoes earlier, so I don't think he's ready for it. Said he just torpedoes the island. Hello, Bokako. Well, currently, Lego in the lead in terms of points and point gain. And they are down a ship, though. CJC is still watching the festivities. Thank you very much for sticking around. Lord Jackal is here too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Dead Zulu. Game over. Here's what's going to happen with these Klebers as they continue to charge around the backfield. Addy detected now. And the Squarius has turned back around again. And it almost feels like he's going to YOLO. It's Game Things Petro. Or he's going to decide instead to beach himself and shoot at the Odin. I'm sad. I was looking forward to a YOLO. Well, Kleber is continuing to just sail around to the north. Game Things Petro looking the wrong way. Perfect time for a YOLO. Oh, never mind. Hydro says, stop right there, criminal. Ooh. And you got Cakeman's Ohio that might get a shot on him too. Bowser losing a lot of health. He's at half health right now. 40 seconds until he can heal. Just continually buzzsawed away by these two Odin TEs. Torpedo hits the Ohio. Whatever. Bowser, though, is the big problem. He's continuing to take hits. He's on triple fire. Ouch. Yeah, he's on triple fire. Wow. It's got the heal off. So, there's that going for him. The fires actually burn out before his DCP is available. And whack.
The enemy is about to win.
He does manage to take H10 Zareen's Odin quite low, and Embedded Bear capitalize on this. Nope. He does find the border, so that's neat. On the other side of the map, UPS trying to find a special delivery for its Game Things Petropavlovsk. Just waiting for their opportunity. Like the Cloud in Family Guy. Tomorrow we attack. Yes. Tomorrow. I mean it this time. I do too. Really surprised these guys aren't just YOLOing, but okie dokie. I suppose they don't need to, because at this point they are in the driver's seat, points-wise. But the big problem is Embedded's probably going to die soon. Yeah. Ouch. So both ships dying for USPS with no trade. All of a sudden now, it's more tenuous. They do still have the cap lead. But I kind of feel like this is Addy's chance right now. Right now, literally right now, the radar is down. And he knows that he was just on Hydro. So this is his chance to make something happen. Is he going to do it? It looks like he doesn't want to. I don't get this. Because guess what? Now you're losing. And his chance is now gone because guess what? It's a game thing wisely turns out. And he is no longer there for YOLOing. So Addy's going to go anyway at the worst possible time because, nope, he's going to wait again. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, instead, they're going to bet it all on the push at sea as Optical X's Kleber TE goes in to C-Cap. They do get Ty finally, who's been literally kiting around the entire map. 1-for-1 Gaming still manages to survive. D Squarius is still alive. Ouch. He's going for tangerines as 1-for-1 Gaming is at 22 hit points. 2 and survives. Okay, so now all Addy has to do is just sit there and be annoying. Prevent the cap gain or whatever, flipping, and he's fine. Remember, this is a best of 3, so we are seeing at least one more game after this. See you later, Revenge. Thanks for tuning in. Light the Beams Odin has no choice but to try to get on the cap to stop the point gain. But too little, too late. And 3 seconds to go, and that's going to be it. No death pick for me. Sigh. But I can actually use my little fancy schmancy thing here and put that in place. And bam, USPS up a game over Lego. Now, I have a feeling that these guys are going to start their next game very soon. I'm going to run a commercial break in about 30 seconds, just to be safe, okay? There's always the chance, if they want to start the game right away, that you may miss something. Keep that in mind, because I don't necessarily have control over all those, okay? All right, so we got until 15 after to get the game going. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be done faster than that. Cheers, everyone. Thank you all for being here, and congratulations to our most recent winner, for all 412, who won a More Signals container. Let's go. All right, commercial break now. Next up is going to be Neighbors. I don't remember if they have to swap it around or not. Let's refresh the playoffs bracket and see if we have any news. We do have some news. Look at this. REGAL won game 1 over RESIN. Wow. Remember that RESIN, if I remember right, in Group 1 had the highest score. And they got defeated by REGAL, who came in last place in Group 2. Very interesting in Game 1, at least. HSR defeats Tempo. We just saw that one, and Inca Banana is still going on. I love that name, Inca Banana. USPS has sent a couple people back to port, probably to change around their captain builds a little bit, do some fine tuning. Makes sense to me. At this rate, you're never going to get loot. Hey, it's going to happen at some point, Duckman. I don't know what to tell you. It'll happen at some point. So we were probably the third group to start. I don't like holding people up as a streamer. So we'll see when the next group gets going. Remember, this is a best of 3. If all 4 of these go 2-0, well, then the next game's it, and then we're done for the day. So I'm kind of, not gonna lie, excited about, because it's already 9:30, 9.5 hours, I should say, of streaming. And I told the wife I'd be done by 6, so that's okay. That being said, I really want to get to a game 3 if I can help it. Tomorrow, the rest of the bracket will be done. Okay, we will start with the winners bracket round 2, and then the winners bracket round 3, and then we will work our way through the losers bracket and finish with our grand final. I believe the same is going to be the case for EU. I think it's going to be the same for EU. Let me double check that. Pause tournaments. Europe. Ah, I want the tournament page. Right. Don't I have the tournament page up already? I do. Yeah, whatever. Too many tabs. Yeah, but this is what we're at here, and I think I went for a rename and jobless because I didn't cast either of those today. Yes. That's what I picked. And then I just kept myself at the bottom of the bracket, essentially, for the next one. And let's see, for it's 16:30 here. Yeah, and then we move to the next winners bracket, and then we'll catch whatever losers bracket we grab. Here, I'll just put myself on here too. Why not? Because these are best of 1s in the losers bracket, so that's easy enough. And then we go. Yeah? Yeah. Close that window then. All right. Too many tabs open. It is what it is, though. All right. Players are filtering on in. I'll let them know we are ready to go whenever. Please don't wait for me or us. Refresh. We still don't have Inca Banana results. Interesting. All right, commercial breaks firing off. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Okay, good. Light cover, first class. Yes. You, sir, are first class. Do I want to do one more tweet? I might as well, I guess, huh? We're missing one player from each team at this point. We've got until 15 after 4 more minutes. Wow, this bot. This bot is wild. This bot says, we're 0-1 in an epic LEGO versus USPS showdown. Learn pro strats, win signal containers, and catch puddin' snoozing. This AI bot really knows what's going on. Yeah? Wild. Absolutely wild. All right. So we will have codes again tomorrow to give away for those of you guys interested in loot like Duckman. Make sure you tune in. I've still got a ton of codes. I've been trying to yeet out a bunch today as a way of saying thanks. And I'm struggling to do it. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and yeet out another code. Maybe they had deliveries to make, right, MTN? We'll go ahead and yeet out another code. I've got plenty here. Yeah. So what are we doing? Coal container, of course. For whatever reason, this bot likes to yeet out, like, whatever I have the smaller number, and they just like to yeet those out more so than the bigger number. I don't understand why, but the bot does what the bot does, you know? So, you got 4 minutes and change now to enter the giveaway. Twitch.tv/Lord_Zath. Make sure you're following the channel. Make sure you're active in chat, just typing something in, okay? If you're on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, get over to Twitch. And there you go. LEGO has stated that they are ready to go. 2 minutes to go. Whole yeet indeedy. Whole yeet indeedy. Alright, both of them have said that they're ready. I'm doing a plus so they know I'm good to go right away. Without delay. And that rhymes. Hey, hey. Oh, why are you doing this? Don't send it at 5. Okay. That's alright. That's fine. Their choice. I kind of like them to just go because it increases the chances that we can get another game, but, you know, whatever. So now we get to chill. I can use the same side again. That's nice. All right, here we go. Yeet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, game 2 of our best of 3 series in the quarterfinals. LEGO versus USPS. USPS up a game, meaning LEGO risks being knocked into the loser's bracket. Ouch. LEGO bringing a Yu with radar. Clever Tournament Edition of Venezia. Standardish build. And Odin, 2 Odin Tournament Editions. Slightly different builds there. Cakeman in a battleship again this time, though he's in a Kremlin. And he's leaving 2 flags behind because he don't need them all, apparently. Opposing them to the south, wearing red this time again, actually, is going to be USPS with 2 Kleber Tournament Editions. Slightly different builds. Squarius reprises his role in the standard Kleber. We have an Henri for the first time in a while with outnumbered, and a Petropavlovsk with range. And finally, there's Embedded Bear in a Ohio. Expect for, you know, kind of like the usual stuff. Except he's gone for some secondaries instead of accuracy in slot 3, or range, I guess, in American battleships. Tell us what's going on, Puddin'. I'm kidding. Tell you what, my throat is getting dry. Getting dry. So, Kleber is very aggressive open for USPS. Going hard into both B and A. Well, it looks like the bulk of LEGO is focusing on the C cap. They're leaving Yu Yang to go to A with Venezia. Interesting choices. These are all guess shots, although Optical's got radio location, so I'm not sure why he's guess shotting that way, but okay. Zulu the Scrub getting detected again early. Lots of shots coming in all these different destroyers. The big deal, though, is USPS grabs the B cap, and this time Zulu is still at least half HP. Not quite dead. He's getting better. Venezia manages to smack Optical's Kleber TE quite well, though, with the sap shells. Here comes some more sap on Squarius' Kleber. Does some pretty solid damage. Remember, regular Kleber does not get a heal. Over on the seaside, 1-for-1 gaming is detected in the Henri, set up for kite-away positioning. It almost looks like they're trying to put Bowser in a position to trap the Kleber TE whenever it comes out. Kind of an interesting idea, I suppose. In the meantime, for now, it looks like 1-for-1 gaming is just happy to continue to farm with HE, try to get fires, you know, the typical stuff that you have with an Henri. LEGO must win this game. They have to find a way to get into this game. Zulu tried to make something happen over at A. Didn't really work. Looks like he's kind of rotating back towards the B cap now. Maybe he wants to prevent his open flank from being YOLO'd. Mayaka says, let's go, right? Oh. Decent hit there from the Odin. Yeah, much bigger hit than I thought it was. Wow. Kleber tournament edition detected. D-Square is in position to help his Kleber buddy. There's the main battery reload booster going, trying to get all the damages they can. Big hits there on Ty, big hits. Ty trying to Homer Simpson his way out of this and back up, but Dyer detects him on the Hydro. And you can see the Petro and Henri working together. Petro's radar is down. One final salvo. Oh, so close. Doesn't matter. Kai is going to end up burning out anyway. First blood, once again, going to USPS. So, you got Mr. Optical chilling in the middle. Detected. Trying to, you know, be casual right now. Still detected by Zulu's Yu Yang. Optical luck-checking torpedoes towards where radio location is telling him he's probably at. Or is he going for the Kremlin? I think that's radio location, but it just might so happen to work out because of the Kremlin moving that way. There's Zulu's Yu Yang. Radar catching out Dyer's and Optical's Klebers. Dyer uses a reload booster. Is he going to luck chuck some torps out at the Kremlin? Well, he can't luck chuck those torps out because they just got stunned. Ah, they're on the other side of the ship. How fortunate for Dyer. Optical just filling. Look at all these torpedoes. Look at all these triangles. Cakeman stopping, dodging a lot of that hate. Zulu, though, engaging in the torpedo dodging minigame. Luck chucking towards the Ohio and turning a bit to do that, and he takes a torpedo up the butt. Zulu, the scrub, going down on Team Lego. Cakeman taking some torps. His DCP is down. His heel is down. And on the other side here, we got the two Lego Odins trying to push their way through Bowser's Petropavlovsk. This will be huge. They've got to kill the Petro without trading out one of their ships.
The enemy is about to win.
Meanwhile, they continue to farm down Cakewalk. Oh, big hit on Bowser there from Light Beam. And the torpedoes will finish the deal. Great job on taking down the Petropavlovsk. Embedded takes Zulu's deep water torpedoes that he fired from so long ago pulls out the DCP. We missed the Kremlin being killed, but we kind of knew that was going to happen, right, y'all? So what's left? Well, 2 battleships and 1 cruiser. Although the 2 battleships are cosplaying as cruisers. Tangerines has hydro available, but chooses not to use them and takes a torpedo because of that. Possibly. Nice hit on 141 Gaming's Henri. The big thing is USPS is really in the driver's seat. 2 minutes to go. Optical detected. This is a huge kill for LEGO, much needed. But there's also this thing called the Ohio. Yeah. Yeah. So, ouch. Venezia goes down. Optical does go down in the Kleber Tournament Edition. But Dyer's just going to walk over to the sea cap, and that pretty much seals the deal. There's really no chance for these Odins to make anything work. So, unfortunately, it's the first time that we've seen LEGO in this tournament, and they will be defeated 0-2. Always hate to see games go to 0-2 blowouts just because, frankly, it's just, you know, you want really good competitive matches, but hey, it happens. Agent Tangerines is probably going to die in a few moments, 30 seconds until a USPS victory. Probably less than that right now with 33,000 hit points left. Tangerines using the DCP saying, I refuse to die, and Embedded Bear saying, too bad, you're gonna die anyway. And with 2 seconds to go, come on, that's it. Done. And there we go, we got a death pick of our Odin. Let's hit the apply button and go to the winner screen. Congratulations to the United States Postal Service. Alrighty then. Chat. Y'all. Guys, we are waiting to hear back if there will be a Game 3. Currently, the Game 2s are in progress. So we don't quite know what's going to happen yet. What mod is showing the damage at the end of the panel? That's a team panel mod. Only available, only working in training rooms. I believe that's, you know, the guys. The guy that does all the mods these days. Titaro. It's his mod. So, I'm going to run a commercial break just to be safe in case we do get a Game 3, okay? I'm going to go into Inca Banana because I think Inca Banana's got the best chance. RESIN REGAL can also go to a Game 3. So, actually, I'll hang out in RESIN REGAL because I have a feeling they're going to go Game 3 first. Yes! Okay, here we go. RESIN REGAL Game 3. Let's see, Regal won Game 1, so RESIN won Game 2. I have to find the setup for this game. This one. Matches. No, hello? Stupid. Not there. This one. The other side that looks the same. RESIN versus Regal, Game 3. This'll be good. This'll be good. So let's see. RESIN banned Marseille. Utrecht banned by Regal. Interesting seeing that ship being banned. EUV. They don't even have Utrecht in the grouping here. It's so new and nobody thought anybody would ever care to ban it. But it's happened. Moskva. And let's see, we started on Riposte. That was a RESIN victory. Then we went to the Fado Islands, my map. And we're finishing this off on Neighbors. All right, so show you guys the best of 3 screen. There's our current situation right now. We don't know what's going on with Inca Banana, but no point in waiting on that. HSR defeating Tempo 2-0. HSR advances. Here, let me show you. HSR advances to round 2 of the winners bracket. Essentially the semifinals. Tempo becomes the first team to be knocked down into the losers bracket. Remember, the losers bracket, these are best of ones. They're single games to allow for advancement. So these are designed to go very quickly. We'll see what happens. Refresher for you guys. The bans for this map, or this series, Marseille, Utrecht, and Moskva by both teams. Moskva by both teams, y'all. Pretty interesting. And there was something else I was going to do too, but I don't remember. I was going to introduce you guys to the teams, but you guys know the teams by now. And we're dropping anyway. I don't have time to introduce you guys to the teams. Let's go. All right, pivotal game 3 between Regal and RESIN. And I just realized I have it reversed. There we go. That's better. Pivotal game 3. Regal versus RESIN. Regal on Neighbors. We just saw this map. They're bringing 2 Kleber tournament editions. There's the Holsch in Napoli. And then 2 Odin tournament editions. Just buffing the range of their secondaries, but they don't want to spend the extra commander points on manual secondaries. And then finally, Borodino tournament edition. So Regal is going all in on the tournament edition ships. They have 1 non-tournament edition ship. Wow. Opposing them to the south is RESIN, bringing a Marceau, that's Triarch, and a Kleber tournament edition. Petropavlovsk, unique upgrade. Ohio with secondary-ish. And 2 Odins with basically almost identical builds. Heading north. Now, if you don't know much about the Borodino Tournament Edition, one of the biggest things about it is it's got this special operational readiness consumable thing. You charge it up with main battery hits, and that gives you 85% cooldown to all of your consumables here. So you get your heal back quicker, you can radar again, most importantly, you can get your main battery reload booster back faster. And of course, don't forget, Borodino's got 406mm guns that are absolutely bonkers. Now, the team that wins this continues on to the winner's bracket. The semifinals tomorrow is where they start. The team that loses this goes to the loser's bracket. No one wants to end up there. Alrighty then. Interesting that the Marceau and Kleber tournament edition for RESIN going past CCAP. Triarch now cuts in. Going for the safe approach. He wants to go in there while he knows he can't be detected by other ships. They want to make sure they get a cap right away. It makes sense considering just how much effort they're putting into this flank. Look at this. Now remember, RESIN had the highest score in the first round in the qualifier stage earlier today. And REGAL, let's see, where's REGAL? REGAL came in 4th place in their group. So RESIN won Group 1 and REGAL came in last place in Group 2. Reminder, the ships that were banned, Marseille, Utrecht, and both teams actually banned Moskva last. Torpedoes out on Danny Loves's Odin. Big hits there, and he even had Hydro going. Kind of surprised that he allowed that hit. I guess he was worried about Peyton more so than the torpedoes? Well, he's continuing to get smacked. Honestly, it might be a good idea for him to make that gamer turn and just get out of there. As Coop takes a torpedo, 2 forces a DCP. RESIN coming up with a lot of good damage early in this game. As Ohio shoots at Danny Loves, who's making his turn out. Decent connections there. This is going to be a slaughter up to the north here. You've got 4 RESIN ships against essentially 2. Whiskey Leaks is chilling behind this rock, and, well, he's not really helping his team by doing so. I think he's waiting to figure out what the RESIN ships are going to do, if they're going to try to go behind the island or just dive inward. Either way, first blood's going to go to RESIN. Daniel Loves is going to die in moments. Just as he gets his super heal back. Oh well. Now, while all that's been going on, though, REGAL does manage to grab the A and the B caps. Huge for them. Absolutely huge for them. I like Cowboy looking for some single-fire torp opportunities. Gets detected by Big Boy 69's Petro. At the wrong possible time, but Cowboy just takes a little bit of chip damage. The bigger deal is Big Boy 69 obviously knows that there are probably torpedoes coming his way now. And he's got Hydro going, so those torps will most likely do nothing. Holsch detected in the Napoli. Cowboy going into the sea cap now. This is huge. RESIN literally drove themselves into this corner. Now they have to find a way to get out. Holsch just able to sit there with his sap secondaries. Still has smoke available for when he needs it. And Poosh is just going to sit here in the Borodino. Sit bow on. He's going to actually duck behind this island. He doesn't want to be shot at from the northern group. I suppose that makes sense. He's hoping that Cowboy might get a torpedo hit or 12. There's one on the Ohio. Uh-oh. Cowboy detected now. He's backing out a bit too far. Actually, he's moving forward a bit too far, I should say. He's losing an awful lot of hit points for this. He does manage to survive and back into cover. I almost feel like the Borodino needs to just come out and go now. Because otherwise, Cowboy is in trouble. Whiskey Leaks is opening up. Coop is opening up. Whiskey Leaks' torpedoes are going to fall way astern of their targets. Yeah, I don't know. This just feels odd. If I'm Cowboy, get out of the sea cap and go for the torps, maybe? He's just completely getting surrounded. Look at this. Cowboy just going to get Robocopped, and there's really not much he can do about it. blown out of the water, everyone. Absolutely blown out of the water. Triarch hits the brakes. The torps fly right by. 2 crucial kills. And now the Borodino is going to be next. And this is why I didn't really like that he just settled in behind this island. But okay, he did. Gotta wait forever for the reload. Gonna take all these single-fire torpedoes plus Mad Dogs second. And that's gonna do it for him. I mean, he's a goner. Bye-bye, sir. He does... Ooh, he actually kills Mad Dog. And then Triarch finishes him off with Marceau. Wow. I really don't like the decision to just die at that rock. Both of those ships died at that rock. They could have tried to mutually support each other, but they didn't. And so now all that you've got is Holsch kiting away. You've got Coop. I don't know where he's going. Whiskey Leaks is detected now. Going after the Odin. I think he's kind of given up. It's wild though, RESIN put themselves in that corner and then they just bulldozed right on through. Right on through. Whiskey Leaks using up his heal. He's got a minute till his next heal and he ain't gonna live that long. He might as well put his Hydra out just for the lulz. Triarch is gonna just sail on into the A-cap. There goes Holsch's Napoli. Whiskey Leaks as Kleber dies. And all that's left is the Odin Tournament Edition up to the north. Just in case we don't get a death pick for this up to the north, I'm going to take one down here on Holsch's Napoli, just because Holsch is a viewer and we love Holsch. Also because I don't think I have a death pick of a Napoli yet. So thank you, Holsch, for donating a death pick. Appreciate you.
The enemy is about to win.
Like cover, there was no last season of this tournament. This tournament is brand new. This is the first iteration. So there's that. Eagle Lance taking his time, getting some practice in, I would think. Popping the Hydro, sees the torpedoes from Coop. Should be able to easily dodge those. Yup. 1.5 minutes for Coop to die. And I love this. Look at the mini map. Look at this. You've got that. You've got that. Coming on in, you know. Boom Diata going behind so the Coop isn't able to back up. Coop is fully trapped right at this point. He might actually manage to punch his way through Eagle Lance. You forgot Marceau because of Kleber. Yeah, we've seen so much Kleber today, haven't we? Not a lot of Marceau. AP coming in from the Petro. This might finish it. It does. Big Boy 69 gets the kill, and I suppose since there's another ship in the foreground and all the torpedoes and everything like that, sorry, Holsch, this is a better death pick. All right, well, RESIN grabbing the W. Moving on for tomorrow. Winner. All right. Well, that'll do, pig. That'll do, as they say. Let's go to the tournament screen now. And I'm going to exit out of the game because we are donezo with the game today, guys. We are done with the game today. Let's pull up the playoff bracket then for tomorrow. Here we go. So, RESIN will move on to face HSR, Honkai Star Rail. And USPS will move on to face Banana, who 2-0'd Inca. Unfortunate for Inca. Inca faces against Lego in the loser's bracket, and Tempo faces Regal in the loser's bracket as well. Chat, I'm thinking RESIN and Honkai Star Rail is where we're going to go tomorrow. Y'all agree with me on this? Oh, I can't sign up yet. Is that where you guys would like me to go tomorrow? I know I'm going to do the winner's bracket final. That is 100% like, you know, locked in. So really the only choice tomorrow is which of these two to do. And then what we typically do is just pick up loser's bracket games as they pop up, as they become available. Okay? Beyond that, guys, we're pretty much done at this point. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is, as always, well, yeah, we're actually, it's about 5:45, so this is almost perfect timing. Normally I'm done around 6, so this will work. So hopefully you guys had a fun, enjoyable experience today. Got a lot of videos to cut up and put out to YouTube, a lot of content, so I have to figure out how to figure all that kind of stuff out. That's gonna be fun tonight. But yeah, hopefully you guys can tune in tomorrow for more crazy action. We'll be starting off in the EU bracket here. So we're going to start with, I think, yeah, I picked rename and jobless, and then we're going to just stay down here. And then from there, we'll go here and then pick up whatever we pick up and then finish it off. So much in the same vein as today. NA just started one grouping a little bit earlier. They started one grouping a little bit earlier. So what that means is, in theory, we should be done sooner on North America than we will be on EU tomorrow. Going to be another long day. We're probably going to have a longer break between EU and NA, so I can get my dailies in, I can play cards. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure the stuff out. Damage saturation is a thing, Duckman, but at a certain point, you still take damage. You still take raw damage, you know? So. Alright, thank you, DS9 Ranger. So, chat, I'm going to yeet out one final code, going to do one final commercial break, and then I'm going to find you guys a raid target, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to ask you guys to, of course, follow my rerun channel if you don't already. I do giveaways over there twice a day. Some of the best videos from 7-8 years of posting video content on YouTube are on that rerun channel. You can see what the game looked like back in 2017. And then you can see some of the more popular ones recently as well. Some of the best tournament games, some of my best replay actions. Words on Stream is currently broken, but when that's running, that's something you guys can do too, of course. And like I said, there's 2 giveaways per day over there. And you're supporting me when you're lurking over there by just chilling, and, you know, ad revenue helps to support me in the channel, okay? So you can help me out that way. There's always my Patreon, which, of course, if you want to help me on Twitch, you can support me by subscribing, cheering bits, gifting subs, of course, all that good stuff. But Patreon exists as well as another way you can support me more directly. 90%, 92% of all money on Patreon goes straight to me, whereas Twitch is different. Twitch is 50-50. So $6, half of that goes to me, $3, versus Patreon, $5, 90% of that goes to me, much higher than $3. So you can support me that way if you want. I also have Match Masters going for another week. That's a cell phone game. You download it, play through it, however far you want to go. We do have replay analyses for people that go through to a certain point. I've got a channel on my Discord about it, all that good stuff. I do also want to thank Capellix for providing me with some awesome clothing that I got to wear today. The shorts that you didn't see. Yes, I'm wearing shorts and not just underwear, Duckman. And my awesome polo shirts, which I've been rotating through during the course of the past 2 weekends, as well as today and tomorrow. And I still have 2 additional collared shirts for next week's Team League tournament. So it's been a lot of fun, guys. I'm going to yeet out a code now as my way of saying thank you. Stick around for 10 minutes if you want. See who wins. This is going to be for a more signals container. I'm going to do my commercial break. And then in about 5 minutes, I'm going to switch over to the stream ending scene and just be done with everything. So while this is going on right now, I'm going to see if I can find myself a raid target for y'all. All right. Let's see, twitch.tv. I guess I can just click on my own right now and go to see who's out there. Oh, I know who we're rating. I know exactly who we're rating. We're rating somebody who supported me so many times and rated me so many times when he was done casting with me and decided to raid me because I was a glutton for punishment and I wanted to keep it going. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. So, stay tuned. And thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to go to the outro now. CJC, yeah, you're welcome. No problem. Hope you guys had a great time. Frigaboo wants USPS. Do I want more? Do I see more people wanting USPS instead of Honkai Star Rail? I really don't care either way. If you guys would rather I go USPS Banana. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll put a vote up. I'll put a vote up. Here. I'll put a poll up. Okay? So, RESIN versus HSR or USPS versus BNANA. Okay? I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes to vote. There you go. All right, I'm going to hit the outro screen now while you guys are voting, all that good stuff. I'm going to post links in chat and all that good stuff. Thank you again for being here, y'all.